Hello guys, welcome. So today's topic is this diet is too extreme for me. Once you understand that a basic human diet consists of lots of fruit, some basic vegetables, meat, fish, then you understand that that is what you should be eating, and anything outside of that is what you're just adding in regards to what you feel like. So a lot of people may say to themselves, "Oh, this is too extreme. I'm eating, just meat and fish and fruit and some vegetables." But that's how you're supposed to eat, and because what's happened, and as soon as you understand that you've just went so far out in regards to what you should kind of be eating, then it just brings you back into the basic nutrition. And that's not saying that you can't eat out with friends and things, and have a pizza and a bit of pasta on occasion and some chocolate and things like that. That's fine, but you have to understand that basic nutrition plan is what of a human diet is what you should be following 90 to 95% of the time. And then when you're out and about, as I said, you can have be a bit more lenient. But the main thing is as well, which I've explained before, is not having it in the house. Make sure your house is just meat, fruit, fish, vegetables, and there's no other things in the house, or you're just going to eat it. A friend gave me these box of chocolates, blah blah blah, people tell me, but then you just don't have it in the house, right? Get rid of these things and don't eat them to get rid of them. Throw them away or give them away, because if you don't, you're always going to fall back at that point. So one thing I will say is, once you understand that your nutrition plan should be a basic human diet, then you'll stop thinking this is short-term fixing. I'm going to follow this nutrition plan for this period of time, which is going to get me to this goal, and then when I get to that goal, then I can just do what I want. That's not what you want to be doing, right? You want to be learning skills that are going to help you sustain something. Like I always say to people, when was the last time you went and you had half an avocado and went, Jesus, I'm going to have another 3 of those? You didn't. How many times have you had 1 cube of chocolate and ate the whole bar? Probably every time. And I can't sit here and tell you why that happens in the brain, and people throw out studies on you're not sugar is not addictive technically, and etc. I'm not going to go down that route because it's not something I know, but I can technically tell you that that's what happens with everybody. So there's definitely some sort of pattern there. So something I will say to you to summarize everything here is, once you follow a basic human diet, follow that and just understand that this is going to be for long term. It's the same principle as doing movement. If you work in an office, you're not doing steps just all the time for the sake of it and you're going to stop after a while. You have to just understand that it's like brushing your teeth. It's just going to have to, you're going to have to add it into your lifestyle. Same with the food, add it into your lifestyle, and then on occasion when you're out, also obviously limit the amount of times you're out, because if you're out all the time then you're just eating out all the time, then it kind of defeats the purpose of what I'm trying to say. But as I said, once a week or once every 2 weeks, if you go out with your friends, eat a nice big pizza and a dessert or whatever, that's fine, and you'll be able to have 95% of the time on your basic human diet. And you'll feel amazing throughout the process. You have the balance of also enjoying bits of food that you want, restaurants that you really like, and also making sure your body is in as best shape as possible. You feel amazing, and the only way of doing that is to follow something 90 to 95% of the time with the basic ingredients of the foods that I've listed. I want to keep that nice and simple. I can't stress this enough as why this is not a short-term fix. This is how you should be doing. If you don't enjoy some of the food, then also learn to cook a little bit better. Like something that a lot of people do is they buy the wrong meat, they don't cook it properly, and they tell me, oh, it was a bit dry, probably because you bought the wrong meat, and also maybe potentially because you're not cooking the meat properly. Same goes with the fish, etc. So be mindful of that, because I know some people have eaten food that I've cooked before in terms of meat. I'm not the best of cooks out there by any means, really amn't, but I know how to cook like a certain meat and stuff like that quite well. So when I go and sit down and have like a steak or some beef burgers and stuff like that, I make them really well that then I enjoy it, so then it doesn't become a chore. So what I will say is follow something like the nutrition basic meal plan, basic meals, and then make sure you get a little bit better over time on how to cook the red meat, steaks, beef burgers. You can always add a little bit of spice and things to these things if you need to, but don't add other rubbish to it throughout the week, because then you can get carried away. So just keep it basic, herbs, spices, and then obviously fruit is just eaten as fruit at once. My favourite fruits are like mangoes and you know, bananas is something my go-tos are, so I really enjoy those, so I don't find it much of a task to eat that, and I usually eat it straight after I finish my meal, and that really helps with cravings. Again, if you shouldn't be in that situation of cravings, which I went through a call this morning about cravings. If you eat it straight away, after your meal, you won't get into a situation where you crave stuff. If you finish your meal and you sit there and you think, okay, I could do some chocolate, you're going to end up eating it. So best thing to do, as soon as you finish your meal, straight in, have a banana, have some mango, you know, a wee bit of honey or something, and your cravings will be gone, and you won't have to have that constant battle with yourself, because it's exhausting, and eventually, you know, the cravings will win. So if you're always on top of it, you don't have to put yourself in that situation. So I hope that's helpful. Any questions, as always, please let me know.